My name's Asha. I am from Wales. I'm very proud of being Welsh. I'm currently training for a triathlon and it's hard work. I'm not sure why I signed up for it. I currently work at Wales Millennium Centre. I look after corporate fundraising. The main focus of the charity here is engaging young people and supporting young people through art, learning all about the shows and the performances that we put on and how we can utilise the kind of the big scale productions like Wicked and Warhorse, of how we can engage young people in those. So I started volunteering with the Prince's Trust over probably 12-13 years ago. I volunteered with them for 3 months and I found out that there was a vacancy with them. So I started as an outreach worker, just working with vulnerable young people. I spent 6 years with the Prince's Trust, just working my way up to looking after kind of management of projects and programmes. I then progressed on to Mencap, a learning disability charity. I was there for 5 years and again I was managing national youth programmes. In that time it gave me a really good, valuable experience of the different types of engagement that you can do with young people, whether it ranges from a kind of one-day workshop to a long sort of 6-month engagement programme. And it gave me a real insight of the barriers that young people face today and the different kind of ways that we can work with young people to support them with their next steps. I was very fortunate as well to work in Peru for just short of a year. So I worked for an education NGO called Seeds of Hope. It was more like a family rather than working, so I did a bit of everything. I looked after their international volunteers, fundraising, marketing, also taught lessons, which was quite entertaining because my Spanish was very poor. My experience of mentoring is twofold. So I've been a mentor and I've also been a mentee. So when I was a mentee, I had a mentor that supported me kind of with my career progression and looking at what I wanted to get out of my role and what I wanted to do personally and what I wanted to do professionally for the organisation. I've also been a mentor while I worked at the Prince's Trust, supporting young people kind of with their next steps and their progression. So it was kind of similar to what I was doing. I believe the key skills for a mentor are having patience, listening, looking kind of different avenues of helping somebody kind of come up with their own solutions and discussing different kind of options that are available. Looking at different ways to get the best out of individuals, so whether that's just having a chat in a local cafe or whether it's chatting with somebody while walking, just kind of looking at different routes of engagement. I think a key thing is really understanding the person that you're mentoring as much as you possibly can at the beginning, and making sure that there's an equal playing field of both parties of what they can bring to the role and what they want to get out of the role. I feel mentoring is crucial for young people, whether it's teens or whether it's people that have progressed kind of following school or university. Mentoring just gives this I think open dialogue and opportunity to explore kind of different things away from family, away from friends, away from kind of professional organisations maybe, and it just gives young people an opportunity to talk about things and treat it as a sounding board and explore different options that are available to them, and get at insights that maybe is unbiased or not led. It's kind of independent from other things that are in that young person's life. Mentoring was a huge aspect within the Prince's Trust. So over the 6 years I saw a huge impact of just how young people's lives have changed quite dramatically of having mentoring support. And it can be something as simple as we had next step mentoring, and it could be as simple as a young person getting the confidence to be able to join a gym and to go to a gym regularly, compared to our business mentoring that was supporting a young person to set themselves up in their own business and be financially stable and running a successful business. So I like how mentoring can really impact on a kind of smaller scale to the kind of the larger aspects of the greater impact it might have on an individual's life. One of the key changes I think I've seen for a young person when they've had a mentor is just I suppose their confidence in their outlook on life and kind of their attitude of how they approach things. Mentoring has that flexibility where, depending on what the goal is for that young person and for the mentor, whether it's a small sort of steps to something, or whether it's a sort of greater of looking 2, 3, 4 years ahead, mentoring kind of gives that avenue of looking at all different possibilities. When I first heard about it, of what you're trying to achieve for young people, and recognising how important mentoring is as part of any youth delivery programme, I thought if there was any way that I could use my skills and support a young person, then I kind of had to sign up and join and help. For me personally, I get out of mentoring just being involved in something that's, again, nationwide, being involved in a project that Meningitis Now believe in so deeply and what they're trying to achieve, and also for that young person, of if there's any contribution or any help that I can make to a young person's life, if they just need kind of a sounding board to explore different avenues, or if it's more of a longer term goal, if I can help with that in any way, I would love to. I'm really proud to be part of the Believe and Achieve steering group. I sit on their panel, and it's just a great opportunity to kind of look at how the workshops, the residentials, the mentoring, all the different levels of within it is kind of progressing and how it's coming together. I really like that the evaluation and monitoring of a young person, of that kind of change and that development of a young person is being captured. It's really great that it has that flexibility for a young person's journey of how they engage with Meningitis Now and the Believe and Achieve project. To be able to kind of steer that and see that grow and use my experience and skills to support that is just a fantastic opportunity.